好，咁啊，我哋而家係夠法定嘅。
Alright, we have attained the quorum. It's about time to make a start. This is the Subcommittee on Railways, matters relating to railways under the Transport Panel. Item 1, election of chairman for this subcommittee. All the details are set out in 20F and 26(4). We need a nomination and a seconder. Mr. Chen. I nominate Mr. Chen Kam-lam. And a seconder, please. Mr. Chen, would you accept the nomination? Any other nominations? Further nominations? If not, Mr. Chen, please, elected as chairman of the subcommittee. Thank you very much for your support. We need to elect the vice chairman. Nomination, please. Any nominations? Mr. Chair, I nominate Lo Wai Kwok. Seconder. Mr. Wong seconds. Any other nominations? Third nominations? Alright. I declare that Mr. Lo Wai Kwok elected as Vice Chairman of the subcommittee. All right, members. I'd like to discuss with members the schedule. Normally we have meetings every 2 months. For regular meetings, if necessary, we may schedule special meetings. The Secretariat has kindly put together a schedule for members' information. Any comments, please? All right, no problem with the schedule. Then we proceed accordingly. The next regular meeting will take place on the 4th of January 2013 at 10:45. All right, I recap. January the 4th, 2013 at 10:45, a Friday. Items for discussion. The next meeting is going to be the first meeting for this term, other than this one, of course. We have quite a number of new members here, and we need to follow up on some of the issues, and new members may not be all that familiar. I will be having a word with the administration about the progress of the rail projects. Perhaps we can invite the administration to bring us up to date. Mrs. Regina Ip wrote in to say that the Island Line MTR should be extended to Susai 1. This is something that can be followed up. Mr. Wong Kwok-heng. Chairman, I'd like to bring up 2 issues for the administration and the rail corporation to consider for the next meeting, perhaps. First, since the end of the last term, we had the election during the intervening period. We've seen quite a number of incidents that occurred on our rail system. I hope that the administration and the rail corporation will bring us up to date. Those incidents that occurred since the last term, the causes and so on. Second, recently there was a serious incident that occurred on the East Rail at University Station. There was a lady who fell onto the track. Luckily, she was clever enough to hide under the track and avoid the serious injuries. This was not the first time this has happened, and I urge the administration to give us an account of the serious incident, the causes, and the follow-up, and so on. Right, passengers falling onto the track, this is something that occurs quite a lot. That can be attributed to many reasons. It may not be good enough for them to come back with any reasons. Perhaps we can pursue the point that the screen door be retrofitted on the stations. Right, we've been asking for that for a long time. Yes, perhaps we can follow up on this. It's far better than to follow up on this, to insist on the screen door than to follow up on this. Chairman, 2 points. The Dongchong line, will there be any extension? In the year 2000, the TDD told LegCo that there will be an extension to cover Dongchong West. And the Dongchong West residents were misled into believing that there would be a railway station, but with the Phase 3 plan being studied or being put up for consultation, we should bring this up for an update, the Dongchong line extension. And also TAVA covers the injuries that occurred on land. LRT, the trams, they're covered, but there will be no protection if passengers were to fall onto the track. I hope that the TAVA scheme can be extended to the railway. Mrs. Regina Ip. Chairman, now other than the Susai-Wan extension, which is worth pursuing, the southern line, now there is an extension going all the way to the south horizon, and a western extension going to Aberdeen, Wafu and Wakwai estates. We like to find out from the MTRC whether this is viable or feasible. And also the Guangzhou, Shenzhen, Hong Kong railway. I'm wondering whether we should discuss this here or at the security panel. What about the customs and excise immigration? If they have to be subject to this immigration and customs and excise, we have to discuss it. Mr. Michael Tin. Now, with regard to the railway system, the Northern Line, this has been talked about for so long, and this is the subject for discussion. When I was chairman of the KCRC, C.Y. Leung said in his manifesto that this would be built, but we have heard nothing of that. I hope that on the 4th of January we should be given an update regarding the Northern Line, and also the Chinwan line. We have conducted the consultancy report, and we have done all the consultations. What's happening to this, and also the line extending to Tunmun Pier. It would take 30 minutes to take the West Rail. I mean, if you go to the Tunmun Pier, it would also take 30 minutes. And I hope that the MTRC will bring us up to date. The other issue is that the LRT system. The desirability of the LRT system is designed for 300,000 people. I mean, it is going beyond capacity. If the population is increasing, what's going to happen? LRT takes up road space in the morning. During the morning peak, it would take a couple of trains before one can board them. It is not the best way to connect with the West Rail. It's no good even for them to buy more rolling stock because there is no road space. Should we modify the system, or do we allow the buses to go in? Nobody is caring about this. I'd like to find out about the LRT system in the NT West. Mr. Wuchiwai? Yes, many members talked about Tuen Mun. The government recently conducted a consultation on the railway system all over Hong Kong. This is not in the list. Yes, so we can include this on the list. Yes, this is worth some discussion. Thank you. Right, we can include this on the list. We can discuss with the administration as to whether they would like to take this up at the transport panel or here at this subcommittee. Mr. Leung Kwok-hong. Chairman, I'm not sure who's going to who's delaying the matter in relation to the Northern Line. I think this is something that can achieve tangible results almost immediately. The tunnels are really chock-a-block at the moment. Now, people said that we're filibustering and we're causing problems. Now, when they built the LRT, they said it was really a wonderful idea. I remember some said that the LRT was no good, but it wasn't me. Mr. Michael Tin and Mr. Wong Kwok-heng's constituency, the Altame Chun, we approved the funding for the XRL, but they have dug up the ground and they're causing exhaustion of the water, and the coal carp cannot be kept there. And they approached the administration. The government seems to be passing the buck on to the MTRC. Is it a case? Well, I don't think you should bring up any specific cases here. Well, we are moving ahead full steam. I think we have to consider it. There may come a point when there is no going back. And they are in tears when they talk about it. And Mr. Wong and Mr. Tian might wish to have a look at this. Well, Mr. Wong's constituency is on Hong Kong Island. Well, please don't filibuster. Okay, thank you. All right, we have heard about well over 10 suggestions. Perhaps we can discuss with the administration and see how soon we can have an update. Date of next meeting, 4th of January 2013 at 10:45. As to the items for discussion, we'll discuss with the administration and let members know later on. A meeting adjourned. Thank you all very much.